It's Chris King. I'm Chris King with Intentionally Pampered, and I'm back. And thank you if you're back too. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, thank you. Thank you for finding my station. Um, I am Chris King, the owner of Pampered Sisters Artists and Bath Products, where I make handcrafted soaps, lotions, body butters, body oils, sugar scrubs. I'm an author and I'm a business owner. And this station, I talk about anything from demos. I have demos. I talk about business, but not just in general. I drill it down because of my background in accounting and business advising. I drill it down to what you need, some tools that you might want to put in your sandbox, to about journaling and reflections, because I wrote a book about that. I'm really all about women, self-care, taking care of yourself, being good to yourself, and I do it through my products and everything else. And today, I want to, first of all, just say Happy Mother's Day. This weekend is Mother's Day, and I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, the grandmothers, sisters, aunties, teachers, bonus moms, and every woman that has poured into your life, and or that you've poured into someone else's life. If you've never been to my channel, and this is new to you, I'm a little different. First of all, I don't know how to edit my videos, okay? So if I edit, I delete. So you're going to get all of the bloopers too, okay? Also, I get off track. So I'm 62 years old, and so I write out my notes, okay? So if you see me looking down, that's why. I'm sorry, I can't apologize for that. That's just the way I am, because I don't want to forget something, and it can be something that later I think about and I miss the whole point. Then I have to record it again, and you know how that goes. Y'all really know that Mother's Day is 365 days out of the year. We never have time off, and the only time we get off is when we finally go and rest in heaven. Because we are always nurturing, loving people, believing in people, and the clock just doesn't stop. Our head doesn't stop. At least mine don't. Yours might. I'm always thinking. Most of us have a story about that one child, that one person we poured something a little extra into, because we saw that little flicker of hope, that spark, that something special, and we loved on it. And whether they knew it or not, we prayed a little bit more for them, and we loved them a little deeper, and we kept showing up just for them. That's because that's what women do. It's in our blood. That's what mothers do. And now, me personally, I always love to just sow into people. I always love through words. I can't sing. I can't dance. I'm tone deaf. Rhythm and coordination skipped right over me. My family has it. But poetry is something that's always been mine. I love a good song that has meaning and lyrics, and it can cross any genre if it has a message that resonates with me. This is a fun fact. One year, I wrote a poem about my mother, to my mother, and I typed it up on my Smith Corona. Yes, that was a typewriter back then. I typed it up on my Smith Corona typewriter. And then the crafty in me, I went and got a little plaque and I decoupaged it. I burnt the edges of the poem so that it looks all vintage like. And I don't know what they called it back then. Burnt the edges. I don't know. We didn't call it vintage. And I gave it to my mother. And my dad would always ask me, when are you going to write one about me? Write my memoirs. When are you going to do this? And I'll be like, Daddy, I write the words when the words come and hit my heart. And then I feel the beat. That's the way I write. And he didn't understand it, and I really didn't understand it. But one day, the words did hit my heart, and I did feel the beat. And I wrote that poem for my father that I read at his homegoing service. And that's when I realized that that's how I write, y'all. And so, I don't write to impress people. I don't write to I guess sell or get my name in. Like, I just write because it's what hits my heart, and then I got to get it on paper. And sometimes if I don't put it on paper, it bothers me. Okay, because sometimes I'm writing through something, and the poem is what comes to me. So I love, and that's why I appreciate others that do the same thing. I love to hear people recite their poems. I love to hear them orate their poems or perform their poems. Now me, I can write a poem and I have a book of poems, but I can't memorize them to save my life. I know the titles, I know why I wrote it, I know where I was when I wrote it, I know what I was feeling, but I can't memorize it. And I think it's because if I memorize it and start reciting it and putting all the things in it, I'll get so distracted about the animation of it that I'll forget where I'm at, and then I'll forget the poem and I'll mess it all up. And you're not going to feel what I want you to feel. So I have to do poems my way. And I'm leading into something, y'all. I'm leading into my gift to you. Here's my gift to you. I have a gift to you. I wrote a poem for you, okay, for Mother's Day. See, y'all like my gift? Say you do. You like my gift. Okay, I wrote a poem. So I want you to listen to my poem I wrote, okay? It's called The Love You Poured. This is a gift, and it's for you, no matter what you say or do. The blessing already had your name on it, even before you could understand it. You keep asking, why me? Not realizing how many people breathe easier because you simply showed up and loved them. It may not seem like much to you because giving became natural, like second nature, like breathing. But the love you poured is different. It's like oil poured onto dry skin, softening places that life made rough, moisturizing hearts that people try to hide behind smiles. It's like that final touch added to a meal, that seasoning you almost forget about until you realize it was the very thing that made everything come together. That's what pouring love does. It nurtures you. It restores. It sows into people in ways words can't always explain. And truthfully, everybody can't do it. Some people give, some people help, but only a few can pour with ease, grace, patience, and sincerity. Because pouring into others is a gift, a sacred one. You have to carry a certain kind of spirit to do it without keeping score, without needing applause, without asking for anything back. So when blessings find their way back to you, don't question them so quickly. Maybe they grew from every seed of love you planted in someone else's life. And maybe that's why this is a gift, and it's for you, no matter what you say or do. I don't take for granted being a mother because it is really an humbling feeling. Every time I see a glimmer of hope, a smile from my child, I feel blessed. And being a grandmother is an added bonus. And then there's those ones that you sow seeds into that are not your children. And some are adults that you sow seeds in because It's in your heart to do it. So for all of us that sow seeds into others, enjoy when people honor you on that day. And if no one's around to honor you, honor yourself, because you were blessed to have been able to sow into others, and still do if you're able. I love when I see someone's eyes sparkle from something that I'm going to be selfish that I had to do with it. I mean, yes, I was blessed that they came into my life for whatever reason. God put them there. But it's the joy in being able to be in that journey with them, if that makes any sense. And that's why I love being able to do this, share with you, invite you into my place, my moment, and share with you. I like sewing into small businesses, helping them grow, giving them a little insight, sharing what I know. And then I like my guided journal that I've just wrote, and I'm gonna release soon. But I'm going through it now because I wrote it for myself. Second Win Life book. I wrote it for myself. I'm 62, and I just wanted to do a guided journal, working on some things. And when I shared it with others, they said you should write a book about it. I mean, you should share with others. So I wrote it for myself, and now after it's finished, I'm actually going through it as like a journal, as you should. And I'll be sharing that with you before I release it, so that you can get a little bit of it too. And you know what? If you don't journal, that's fine. If you don't like doing my videos, fine. If whatever part you come to, I appreciate you. Okay? So keep coming back. Subscribe to me, like me, share. My videos, and because if it's something in here for everybody. Okay, and hopefully, I want you to enjoy your Mother's Day with your family and friends. And whatever you do on Mother's Day, be intentional about it. Whatever you do, because it's your day. Like I said, it's 365 days out of the year, but we're given one day that people can, pay tribute to us, or you can give tribute to others, your mother, or your bonus mom, or your grandma, or your sisters, or your aunties, or your teachers, whoever. Just make it intentional, whatever you do, and let them know that you appreciate what they've done for you, as they will show you and appreciate what you've done for them. I really love you guys. I hope y'all have an awesome Mother's Day. And remember, this is a gift. Okay? Have a good one. Bye.